This is Somerset House, and there'll be an ice rink here in about a month. You can check out my other videos of the ice rink. I can't see down into the courtyard, but I think the Warriors are, I can't see, the Warriors are gone, but I'll show you what they look like at the moment. This is a super busy road to cross, but yeah, check out Somerset House. Although the statues from last week are no longer here, I can overlay some footage from my visit last week. It's an installation by an artist called Zak Ové called Black and Blue, and they're 2 metre tall graphite sculptures, 40 of them rescaled from an ebony wooden sculpture. You wouldn't believe, you can pop in there for coffee, would you? But there's Fernandez Wells there, it's like a tapas bar. If we head straight through, you can walk straight through to the south wing, and there's a bar in there called Tom's Kitchen. And it's great in the summer, but I don't think they'll have the tables and chairs out there now in the winter months, but you can still eat indoors, but I'll show you. Welcome to Somerset House, arguably one of London's most spectacular spaces. The section of River Thames we're on was once home to riverfront mansions back in the 16th and 17th century, and today if you visit Gordon's Wine Bar or Embankment Gardens you'll see the remains of one of the mansions in York Gate. This space was once the location of the first Duke of Somerset's mansion, whose role in British government went so badly he was publicly beheaded in 1552 on Tower Hill. Capital punishment was abolished here in 1964, but it was still standard practice back then. His mansion here then fell into the possession of the Crown and was later used as either royal residences or for government purposes. Ultimately, it suffered from neglect and dilapidation, and the mansion was demolished in 1775 to begin construction of this Somerset House. It was originally intended to be home for various government departments and academic and artistic societies, which at the time were housed in older buildings all across the city. The Royal Academy of Arts first moved into the North Wing in 1779, but later moved to its current home on Piccadilly in 1837, which you can still visit today, and you can see exactly where they got their inspiration from for their new and current home. And this Somerset House remained home to various government departments ever since, and until recent decades. Originally the building had river access and you could still sail a small boat into it, probably below where we are now, which was handy, being home to the Admiralty and the Naval Office for many years. However, it eventually became landlocked in the 1860s by the Victoria Embankment, which now separates the building from the river by a busy road, which you can see below the amazing terrace here. Okay, great reviews here. Seating there, it's a great place to come and get a cup of coffee. But I'm going to go to the coffee shop on the opposite, the east wing. Eventually, one by one, the government departments outgrew this building and moved out. So in the late 1990s, the building was put in trust with the aim of renting out some of the upper parts and obviously the coffee shops and bars to fund the upkeep of the building rather than taxpayers. And then the rest of it is open to the public as an arts and culture centre. The artwork you can see me walking through, which was here last week and took over the courtyard, is by Zak Ové and is called Black and Blue, The Invisible Man and the Masque of Blackness. Okay, Fernandez Wells, just here, I think is one of London's hidden gems. We're super close to Covent Garden, which is just over there. Like I was saying earlier, if you walk this way from Covent Garden, you wouldn't believe there's a restaurant and coffee shop in here, and it is one of London's better ones. I've made vlogs about the one in Denmark Street before. I'm just here to get a coffee because I want to get some lunch at the event in Trafalgar Square, but yeah, food in here is amazing, the coffee's great, so let's go and get some. They're the only signs you'd know it was here. Automatic doors as well, it's like open sesame. There are lots of good reasons to come to Somerset House throughout the year. It's always worth checking out what's on. In summer, the courtyard fountains are on. They look amazing. Even just come and check out the architecture. They host London Fashion Week here. There's summer cinema, concerts, and in the winter they have an ice skating rink here, and it's an amazing backdrop for ice skating. While you're here, I'd definitely come to Fernandez Wells. It's one of London's hidden gems. Okay, black filter coffee from Fernandez and Wells. Good coffee, not the greatest, but good, and that's enough in this part of town. Right, I'm going to enjoy my coffee, walking back down to Trafalgar Square, and we'll go and check out Africa in the Square, and hopefully get some lunch. But yeah, if you're in town, Somerset House, it's definitely worth checking out. Check out what art exhibitions we're on. But if you're coming to Covent Garden, we're right on the border of Covent Garden. There's theatres just 50 metres that way. So yeah, if you're in Covent Garden, you want to escape the hustle and bustle, shoppers and tourists, short walk across the road. Right, Trafalgar Square.